United Sacrosombre Islands and the Republic of Fulafi are both located on the continent of Hope. The two nations emerged as the strongest following wars of expansion that bedeviled the continent of Hope. Sacrosombre gained its independence from Fulafi in 1959. It is made up of several islands that adhere to a federal government model. Sacrosombre is reputed to be a closed society, and even though it is a member of the United Nations and signatory to a number of international treaties, some of its domestic laws have been frowned upon by the international community. For instance, Sacrosombre law allows for the imposition of the death penalty on anyone above the age of 16, including pregnant women. Its Federal Criminal Code, FCC, also gives freedom to Sacrosombre governors to regulate issues of adultery, homosexuality, and profanity. The Sacrosombre economy has historically thrived on oil, with a monopoly of production being controlled by the private company Multilantici Corporati Inc., MCI. MCI has played a key role in the economic development of Sacrosombre, including in the area of education, where it established a university, the Lembrade Universitato de Scienco Caj Tecnologio, LUST. The logo for LUST is the image of the 17th century ship Madame Revlon that was used for slave trade. Despite its contributions to the national economy of Sacrosombre, a series of uprisings and protests sprung up against MCI. There were demands that #MCI must leave because it had been paying poor wages to its staff. In addition, students of LUST demanded that #Madame Revlon must fall. Some argue that the logo was a symbol of slavery and oppression. MCI and its affiliates enjoyed the backing of the state. As a result, the protests and court cases against MCI were of no effect in addressing the people's demands. The situation escalated when armed natives of Lembrade launched a bloody campaign against MCI and the Sacrosombre government. Because nationals of Fulafi were the target of these bloody campaigns, the Fulafi Intelligence Force, FIF, got involved in the situation and supplied security and intel to MCI. In a worsening situation, there were media reports of disappearances, extrajudicial killings, and torture. An NGO called Pervasive Podcast Press, TrippleP, published a report which directly implicated MCI in these crimes. The police responded by undermining the credibility of TrippleP's reports, saying that some of their materials were unreliable and manipulated in a bid to be sensational. Things got completely out of hand when Sacrosombre, an island in Sacrosombre, was hit by a terrorist attack. The government responded by enacting the Civil Society Law, CSL, which allowed it to clamp down on the activities of all NGOs. TrippleP was a victim of the clampdown and was shut down by the government. MCI provided intel which led to the arrest of Adorinda Ciela, a lesbian and founder of TrippleP, on the charge of sponsoring terrorism. Despite the fact that she was pregnant, she was sentenced to death and executed by the government. With no confidence in the justice system of Sacrosombre, the applicants have now approached the Human Rights Court of the Continent of Hope, seeking the following remedies. A. Sacrosombre's refusal to abandon the Madame Revlon seal is inconsistent with the rights of the students concerned. B. The civil society law is inconsistent with international law. C. The execution of Adorinda Ciela is a violation of her right to life. D. Sacrosombre is internationally responsible for the abductions, torture, and murder of activists.